It's got protein, it's from a well-known fitness brand, it must be good, for you right? Not so fast. With the rapid emergence of the protein bar market, it can be easy to fall prey to a good-looking package and a brand name you can trust with so many options to choose from. However, this is one of the biggest pitfalls you can make when trying to inject ready-made health food, such as protein bars, into your diet. Bottom line. Just because it's formulated for success or engineered to give you maximum performance doesn't mean that's always the case. As with anything from buying a car to getting a new blender, it pays to do your research. When picking out a protein bar, I recommend looking at the following main areas. Overall fat/saturated fat. You need some fat in your diet. However, you don't need a lot of saturated fat, and even the other fats should be taken in moderation. One of the first things to look for in a protein bar is the fat and, more importantly, the saturated fat content. You would be shocked at how much saturated fat is in some of these things. Generally, a good tip-off that this might be the case is the flavor. Anything with creamy peanut butter or chocolate fudge, etc. is probably not a great choice. Your daily nutritional value, based on a 2000 calorie diet, is 20 g, and really you don't need this much, and some of these bars contain half or more of that value. Carbohydrates, less about the total amount in your choice and more about the breakup of that amount. What you want is high fiber content. However, what you'll see a lot of the time is high sugar content. Sometimes, shockingly so, as in most of the carbs are from sugar. It's okay to have some, especially if you are taking this after a workout, but you don't want 28 g of carbs and have 27 of those come from sugar. Fiber helps your overall digestion, as well as keeps you full longer. Protein, how much are you actually getting in comparison to the two categories above? It may sound obvious, but in general a good protein bar will be giving you around 20 g of protein. If you are not getting that, you should at least see proportional decreases in the other categories. If not, you are really only getting carbs and fats, and a smattering of protein. All natural labeling, another big marketing technique. All natural does not necessarily equate to all good. Sugar, saturated fat, etc. These all exist in nature. Maybe the source is a bit better, but the ingredients remain some of the biggest offenders when it comes to offering a lot of flash and a little substance can be found in the breakfast bar category. They can bill themselves as more of a protein bar, but in general are mostly sugar and saturated fat. Meal replacement bars can also be a Trojan horse. They might give you a good amount of protein, but the other ingredients will be way out of proportion, especially the saturated fat content. One big name offender that might surprise you is Met-Rx. I will say they recently came out with a bar that is much more balanced, but for instance their meal replacement line is very deceiving when you get into the nutritional content. Personally, I recommend Quest Nutrition bars. They are high in both fiber and protein, with 0 g saturated fat flavor options. I also have tried a number of flavors and find them pretty tasty. I recommend the apple pie flavor. They can be purchased online at bodybuilding.com, among other places, but I've also seen them at Whole Foods, and if you are a member then, they are about the same price as at bodybuilding.com. If you are picking them up at Whole Foods, you're paying about 0 more per box than you would find online. Bottom line. Overall, just make sure you look at the nutritional breakdown before you spring for that protein bar. It definitely will open your eyes and hopefully allow you to make the smartest choice out of what you have available.